I finally got the M2 back from BMW this morning. It only took about a week for them to do all the work that they had to do. So finally we're back and we're going to go head to the shop to work on the wagon. There's quite a bit of stuff to do. Unfortunately, I haven't actually done anything to it since last week, but I think I have a solution to at least some aspects of it. Unfortunately, the shop isn't air conditioned, so it's pretty hot in here. Now, the current problem, if you recall from last time, was this bolt right here. It is snapped into the head, and I need to figure out a way to extract it. And I tried welding a nut to it. That didn't really work, and it's pretty well stuck in the head. So I think I'm going to have to cut it off and drill it out. Now, normally I would be more concerned about it, but I have an idea. Unfortunately, it's in a bad position to get a drill straight onto it, but luckily I'll be taking out the AC condenser anyway, so I should be able to get a drill, or at least some sort of air drill or something in there. So probably what I'll do is cut off the bolt and then put this on. It's just a shaft coupler. And then I will drill a hole on this bolt that I also purchased. So that way I can use that as a guiding system. So I will guaranteed get a straight shot right into that bolt. So since I have to drill the bolt out on the engine block, my plan is to put a hole through this bolt that I have just purchased. And it will be very small, smaller than this diameter, so that when I use the hand drill on the bolt inside the engine bay, it will have a guide to go perfectly straight. So this entire assembly will just screw onto that bolt, and then I can just put the drill through this way. So if you look at what I've done, I've taken that piece and I've affixed it right here. Now I can use a hand drill, this air drill for instance, and make a hole in the perfect center of the bolt that is stuck inside. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 2 of Honda shutdown, so that means working on the wagon. Yesterday was nowhere near as successful as I had hoped. I was actually wanting to get the water pump and thermostat housing back in, but due to a snapped bolt in the head and then a disaster surrounding that, I was unable to put that back in. Look over here, you can see peacocks. I'm not really sure what to do. It took all morning, but I finally got the bolt out. Watch as I fall into the pit here real quick. But check it out. So I finally got the bolt out and the hole is good. I just need to go get a tap, a bottom tap, and then rethread it and we should be good to go. I might have to modify the new thermostat housing by moving the hole slightly, although I'm hoping that the hole is big enough that it still lines up. The problem is, of course, that re-drilling the hole, I wasn't perfectly centered when I made the first pilot, so it's just slightly off. But that should be alright, and it's finally done, and now I can hopefully clean all of the coolant passages out and then put everything back. So hopefully I'll have the wagon cooling system back in today. So actually, one of my favorite things is using a tap. As I said before, this is a bottom tap, so you can tap a blind hole with this, whereas this tap is a plug tap, and it's actually meant for through holes. You'll see the difference right at the top is that this guy doesn't have a basic, I guess, thickness all the way to the end as this one does. So, today's lesson on taps. Well, unfortunately, I've reached a good stopping point with the wagon, mainly because I have no good luck with this one hole. Unfortunately, I've actually broken the tap off into the hole now, which you can see sort of in there. So I'll need to get either a tap extractor or I'll need to break the tap internally to get it to come out. Now the problem is a tap is made of super hardened steel, so really no drill bit will do that. So the best way to actually get it out will be the tap extractor. So I'll probably order one of those tonight. Well, I decided to call it for the night because I wasn't really getting anywhere with the wagon and I have to wait for a tap extractor now. So I have that on order, but for now, I'm actually going to go do car picks with one of my coworkers, Tony. He has a Lotus Exige, I think.